Hey everybody, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and it's Thursday, and it's craft night. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So say hey once you hop on, and hopefully I will get to see comments. There's some eyeballs hopping on. Yay! So we are going to do some crafting, and I hope I have everything I need. So we'll see if I can see comments. Let's hope so. Yes, hey Lenora, how are you? And Diane, how are you? Glad y'all could make it. Hey Karen, yay! Thank y'all for the hearts and the little thumbs up. Hey Donna, I'm so excited y'all are here. Hey Marcia. I always want, is it Marcia or Marcia? I always want to, scared I'm saying it wrong. Hey Lori and Cheryl. Drinking my water. I feel like I'm floating here these days. I have to drink all this water, which I should be anyway. But, hey Dora, and Shelly, and Cindy. Yay, all my friends. So tonight what we're going to do is, y'all had asked me the other night to do a book pumpkin. And that's what we're going to do. But we're going to step it up just a little bit. Hey Stephanie and Rhonda. Hey everybody. Hey Lori from South Carolina. Thank y'all for the hearts. And Cindy, yay. I'm so excited y'all are here. I get just as excited as y'all do. Hey Jane and Kim, all my friends. So we're going to do book pumpkins. You know, we did the book trees. And I guess let me grab one real quick. One of the book trees. So, you know, we did these. So now we're going to do pumpkins. Hey, Colin. There's my oldest son. Hey, Laurie and Carol and Joyce. And thank y'all all for sending the prayers and all that stuff about Colin. Thank y'all for that. And he thanks y'all too. Hey, Kathy and Carol. It spells pronounced Marcia. Okay. I think I've asked you this before, Marcia. And but I think we have a couple of people that have the spelling of that name. Nancy, he's good. He's okay. They gave him a couple of days off, and but he's fine. He's okay. Hey Tammy. Thank you, Norma. Hey Mary. Mary says, hey y'all. Hi y'all. So anyway, so you know we did these trees. So now y'all have asked me to do a pumpkin, and I'm gonna do a pumpkin. Labriska with My Eclectic Treasures, and then Hildy with Crafting at Hildy's Farmhouse. They did book pumpkins last night, and I told them, I said, well, I was going to do it, but I'll let y'all do it. And they were like, no, you do it too. And then some of y'all chimed in and said, oh, we want you to do it, so I'm going to do it, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to do something a little extra. Hey, Kim and Janet. Thank y'all all for being here. So y'all remember the trees. If you missed the book trees, you can go back. It's been several weeks ago in July when we did the trees. Hey, Rhonda. Jennifer. I didn't see what Jennifer, but yes, Jennifer. Lord knows the reason, so I will definitely say a prayer for you for sure. I missed what it was. Hey, Denise. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I have prepped a little today for this, and I'm glad I did, because hey Denise and Barb, if you're going to do this craft, I'm going to tell you that your fingers are going to be sore, number one, because I'm not just going to do one pumpkin, I'm going to do a stack, okay? So I've already done the biggest one, okay? And like I said, let me pick it up and bring it over here. So here's my largest one. And then I did the next size, but I haven't put it together, but I did cut it out already. So this is going to be the next one. And then I'm going to actually cut out live the small one, okay? Hey, Brianna. Hey, Patches. So what I did with this one is I used the same size book for all of these, okay? I just drew out the shape I wanted, like this. But this one was pretty big. It took up, as you can see how tall the book is. And I just totally freehanded the circle. And this one used the page, all the way to the very edge of the page. I mean, I cut like this far from the edge. So this was the big one here, and it went, you know, so it went about 1 inch from the top. So I started here and kind of drew all the way around, and then I cut it out with my X-Acto knife. And it does take a little bit, and you need a sharp blade because you're cutting through all these pages and it takes a little while. So that's why I did this one first. And then I went ahead and glued it together, as you can see, and I just brushed the edges with paint. And so this is what I have. So it's going to be like a little orange. Hey Robin, hey Mary, hey Sharon. So anyway, so here's the second one I did, and this is what I did. So after this one was done and it looked like this, I traced it out on my book page, and so then I just took this, for the small one, I just kind of went inside of that about that far, so they would be a little smaller, if that makes any sense. So for this one, I kind of did the same thing. So it's, as you can see, it's going to be, let me see if I can get it, let me do it this way. You can see it's going to be a little bit smaller. So that's how I made it smaller. I didn't go all the way to the edge, and I didn't go as high. But yeah, look how pretty it looks, y'all. It looks so good. I mean, there's a little gap back. There's a little gap back here in the back, and I have played with it and played with it. I got a paper clip in the bottom and all the things, but it's the beginning of the book, and I don't know if that's just the way it's going to be or what. So that will just be the back, kind of like the back of the Christmas tree. Turn it to the corner of the wall, and nobody's going to see it. Hey Tammy, but look how cool it looks. And so these were just regular paperback books. This one that I'm going to use tonight has 380 pages. Okay, these about had the same amount of pages that I used. So this is this one. So we're going to put this one together, and I did just go ahead and brush the edges with King's Gold. Is what I used, Apple Barrel. This one is Summer Peach, so it's not as orange. Like this is regular orange, and then this is Summer Peach, because I didn't want it to be just really, really bright. And then the little one, I think I want to do celery, like that light green. So that's what colors I chose. However many pages it ends up being. Yeah, so it's, you know, you need a good many pages so it'll be really good and full. So it's a little different than the tree, because the tree we only used like 60 pages, but we folded them so it made it thicker. So this is going to be, you know, you have to have more pages. Anyway, so here's the big one. I'm going to set it to the side. I've already done the little one, but I want to show you something when you go to draw out your pumpkin. So you see how I kind of went down and then I come up almost like I'm going to make a heart. That's so you'll have this little kind of dip in the middle, so it won't be just flat. So I just kind of did that dip down, so it'll have that like where your stem will be. But of course, we're going to put one on top of this one. Yeah, Karen, King's Gold is one of my favorite colors too. But so when I drew it out, I was sure to make this dip almost like you're doing a heart. But then you just kind of make it round. All right? So see how I did that one? It dips down instead of just comes straight to the spine. Yes, I've seen them do it with scroll saws, but gosh, don't let me get that close with my fingers to the blade. That's all I can say. Yeah, theirs had about 400 pages. I did kind of skim through their video. I didn't get to see them live. So yeah, just keep pulling back the pages. So Elaine, so this book, I got it at a thrift store for, you know, a couple of cents. I don't know, 25 cents. So what I did, I sat here because I felt like it hadn't never been read because the spine didn't look like it had been cracked or anything. So I just sat here before I came live, and I just sat here and took a few pages and kept trying to do this to get that spine. Hey, Debbie from Michigan. Hey, Charlene. Thank you. And I just kind of kept doing the book this way to kind of get that spine loosened up so all the pages will fan out like this. Hey Zoe, you're back. I'm cutting it, Peggy, with my little X-Acto tool thing. But you can totally do it with a scroll saw. It would probably go a lot faster. But that's why I cut these two out ahead of time. And y'all, my fingers were hurting so bad because I'm pressing so hard with that X-Acto thing. And my fingers were hurting when I got done. I was like, oh my goodness. Hey Karen, you're fine. So like I said, I just kind of just did this to my book because it didn't seem like it was a very well-loved book, but I want it to get all full and spread out because it is new books. You know how they're really tight. You know what I'm talking about? Hey Phyllis. Hey Charlotte. Hey Karen. Okay, so there's this small one. So we're going to start on it. And I'm just going to tell you some tips and tricks I learned along the way, because I will say I've never made one of these. I've been seeing them on Pinterest. And so I went to several people's blogs and everything else to see how they did theirs and kind of just did it on my own. Plus Hildy and Labriska did theirs last night. And I saw how they did theirs. And Hildy used a hardback book, and then I'm using, Labriska used Reader's Digest like magazines. So they kind of did it, you know, two different materials, and then I'm using paperback. So you can go check them out on Hildy's page, Crafting at the Farmhouse with Hildy, I think it is. Anyway, so you're welcome to go see what they did. But to get started, I'm just taking my little X-Acto thing, and I have this too, and I actually need to use it, but my finger got so tired of being pressed down like that. I'm using paperback, Pam, yes. So I'm using a paperback book. It wasn't hardback, it was paperback. Hey, Luann. So I'm just taking my little tool, and I'm just going, you know, like that. So I just cut on my line that I had drawn. Hey, Myrtle. So then you kind of figure out how many layers you went through. And then I'm just pulling off my spare pages, okay? And then I have a little bit here at the bottom. And then you're going to see, well, there's a couple of like little spots that you didn't go through. So you just kind of have to, you know, go through them till you get to where you didn't go through anymore. Just be careful doing this. Don't cut yourself. And then you just pull off the excess. And like that. Okay. So now I put my pages back down. So see, now I've got this. Does that make sense? Y'all see? Yeah, Hildy's Farmhouse. There you go. And then, so then I just put what I just cut back down, so I'll kind of have a guide, but I'm pressing hard so I can try to go through as many layers as I can. So then I lift that up, and I'm kind of trying to find how many layers I got to go through. And then I just tear off the excess. And you can save these if you want to and use them for something else. It works well with scissors. Yeah, I started to do it with scissors, and then I thought, well, this is so super sharp that I can just kind of whip through a bunch of pages at once, especially if you use a brand new blade. I mean, I had to put a brand new one on here, and by the time I finished those two, it was dull again, so I changed it again. But I have several, I use these all the time in my wood stuff, so I have lots of blades. Yeah, I removed the cover, but the spine is intact. I just tore off the cardboard cover. And if you tear one or two, it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Yeah, she used magazines, and she did. She cut them with scissors. But I think Hildy used a cutter like what I'm doing, or something similar. So you can do it whatever way that's comfortable for you. But I just thought this would be better. So I'm going to lift it up and get all these pieces. And this little one's gonna go faster. Hey, Joan. This is in my Amazon shop. It's really cool to have. Of course, I have these too. Just the regular straight ones. Hey, Phyllis. Okay, so I'm putting my pages back down. So that's what I got so far. So this small one's gonna go quick, and that's why I didn't want to do this one live and then the other one, because we would have been here cutting book pages till y'all were bored to tears. Yeah, Amazon has these. I don't know if I've never looked for them at Hobby Lobby and all that on how to make the tree. Leanne, if you'll go to my main page and if you click on the little tab that says photos, a little menu will drop down and you select video, and it'll go back in chronological order by the date. So you can go back and see, but it was in July, so it's been a few weeks ago. Hey, Sharon. So yeah, here's the tree, but they're folded, so I didn't do any cutting on that one. And then we made smaller ones where I cut the book in half, stuff like that, or the pages, you know, in half. Okay. So see, I've got some of these little pieces all coming out, but that's what I have so far. Yeah, they kind of made them a little difficult to find nowadays, but they're also on YouTube as well. So if you can't find what you're looking for here, you can always go to YouTube, and all of my stuff is there, except for the last few I haven't put on there yet. Cynthia, this is a book of about 380 pages. So you're gonna need that many, because you know, the tree, we folded the pages so it filled it out quicker, so you don't need as many. Yeah, it's a lot to cut through, but you'll get there. That's why I didn't do all three. Hey, Kim from Dallas. Hey, Rose. Maybe y'all are getting some relief from the heat. We are a little bit here. Sandy, it's 380 in this book. Yeah, and it's just a regular pocket book, you know, just a soft cover book that I got at a thrift store to do stuff like this with. Hey, Deb. Hey, Jeannie. But I just like doing this with this blade just because it just kind of goes through the pages pretty good. Because these pages, y'all know, are really super thin. Okay. So I cut from 123 to 149. So that's a good many of pages at once. So yeah, so see, I cut through that many. Yeah, the magazines, you can do them out of magazines too. That would look really cool, because then you get all the colors of the pages of the magazines. Let's see. So like, I'm trying to press down as hard as I can. Big thunderstorm, and ooh, at least y'all are getting some rain out there. Maybe that'll release some heat. 91 and humid in Dallas today. It was 80 something like that here. It wasn't bad, but we had a little clouds too. Hey, Lori. Hey, Tammy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a few little places I missed. Okay, so it's going along. Y'all are typing the words again. Let's see. Sorry if y'all are looking at the top of my hat. I'm just trying to cut my pages. Like I said, the big one we would have been here long, because it took me a while. Because it was pretty big. Oh, Betty, you made the pumpkins last year? Somebody's son is square shaped book for their tree ones. Oh, that would be cool. Okay. But this takes a lot more than the tree does, so because you're not folding, you know, if you weren't folding the trees, you would have to have a lot more pages too, because that folding takes up some bulk of your tree. Hey Karen, thank you Tammy. Okay. So I surely didn't want y'all sitting here and watching me do all 3 of these trees, because y'all would be bored to tears. Flood in northeast Mississippi today. Well, we didn't get any rain here in northwest Mississippi. Okay. And so you're going to have a lot of this. Lots of this. Like, it's all over my floor, everything today from where I did those. Because you're kind of cutting some of these pages again, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Y'all know me, I'm not striving for perfection because we can't achieve that. But we're gonna trim it up, make it look good. All right, so I'm gonna pull this off. Oh, what's the trees are on candlesticks or whatever you have, that's what I put those on. And you could put the pumpkins on those too, they would be so cute. Do like different heights of candlesticks and your pumpkins would look all fabulous. But we're making a stack of 3 pumpkins, and I'm gonna put them together. I'm moving my thumb because I'm cutting myself. Just be careful, because this blade is really sharp. Thank you, Jane. I've lost 15 pounds. It's been 5 weeks. I'm down 15, so I'm super excited. And of course, you lose it here first instead of losing it back here where I need it. I lose it in my face and up here first, and it kind of goes down. But yeah, in 5 weeks, I'm down 15 pounds. But you know, it's eating healthy, calorie reduction, and just giving my body what it needs as far as eating. Uh-oh. We're getting there. Under photos. Okay, yeah. So yeah, if you're having trouble finding the videos, just go to my page and hit the photo button, and it'll have a little menu and it'll say videos. Oh, hey Karen, you finally caught me live. Awesome. Glad you're here. Yeah, it's a normal size book. So look, that's how much I have done so far. But I was thinking about different shapes you could do. What if you did a heart? That would really look cool for Valentine's Day. And you could hang it, because you know it's going to have a point at the bottom. So you're not going to have be able to stand it up or sit it down or whatever. But a heart would look really cool too doing this way. I know, Shelly, my fingers were hurting from just pushing on this X-Acto thing. It was hurting my fingers because I did those 2 back to back, and I was like, oh my goodness, my fingers. So I will tell you that. Donna, he's good. Thank you so much. He's doing good. They gave him a couple of days off, and he's fine. No, I'm not on keto, Susan. I'm on this program called Optavia, and you basically eat 6 times a day. You eat little fuelings, as they call them, and it's mostly protein, and you know, it's their stuff that they send you, and it's really good, actually. I love it. And then you eat a very healthy meal with a lean and 3 greens in the evening. So lots of vegetables like peppers and cauliflower and stuff like that. But you eat that many times a day to keep up your metabolism, and it is a calorie deficit. But I'm not hungry. Does that make sense? Because I'm eating every 2 or 3 hours. I'm eating something. So I'm not. I mean, this is probably the easiest thing I've ever done, and believe me, I've done a bunch. So anyway, there's a follower on here. Alicia, is it Edmonds, I think? She's a coach, and she's lost over 100 pounds. Oh, Sherry's lost 30 so far. Awesome. Whoop, whoop. Susan, it's Optavia. Optavia. That's what it's called. Yeah, it does work, and it's super healthy. You know, you're not, and then after, you know, you lose what you want to lose, you go to eating 2 meals, and then 4 fuelings, and it teaches you how to eat, basically. Like, you know, eating healthier, making better choices. Because your taste kind of changes a little bit as far as what you want. Oh, Cheryl's been on it. She's lost 35 pounds since February. That's awesome, girl. You keep on going. So, yeah. There's what I got so far. Look, I'm almost to the end. Oh, there's Alicia. Hey, I'm watching from work. So, yeah, she's, if you want to know more about it, she's a coach. You can click on her name and message her. And she will definitely talk to you about it and tell you what all it entails. And because she's a coach for it. Because she looks super awesome. She's lost over 100 pounds. And you can look at her profile picture and you're like, oh my gosh, it looks like 2 different people. Fever almost 2 years ago. Uh-oh, something has happened. 23 pounds, but more to go on. Good, Karen. Awesome. Keep going. Yes, Brenda. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about it from people. And my husband started it first. And he did it a month before I decided to do it. 200 pounds in a year. Wow, Carolyn. But it's not any kind of pills or any kind of medicine or anything like that. It's strictly eating healthy and going by what they tell you, and I love it. Hey, Labriska, yes, look, I did this one today, and then I have a smaller one, and then I have another one. I'm going to make a pumpkin stack with them, a topiary thing. Kathy, yeah, it's all in who you ask, because this is how I explain it. It is a little bit, yes. But if you add up all the times that you stop at McDonald's, or all the times you go by Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or wherever, which I'm not that person, but some people are. If you count how many times you stop at the store and buy a soft drink, there's none of that. So, and then when you go to the grocery store, you know, if you're like us, we buy Little Debbie's, and we buy cookies, and we buy chips, and we buy all that stuff that's expensive, and it's expensive, but it's junk, okay? And we do, so if you think about all of that and the money that you spend on that kind of stuff, you're not going to be spending that on this, because everything is, you pick what food you want. I mean, I eat brownies, I eat chocolate chip cookies, I eat, and it's good, because if it wasn't good, I promise you, I'd be like, I can't do this. So, but I watched my husband do it for a month, because he had a friend who was doing it, and his wife was a coach, and he started doing it. Not that my husband has to lose very much weight, but I'm going to cut this right here. But anyway, and I saw how it was for him, and of course I tasted the stuff as I went, as he cooked it and fixed it, and I was like, you know what, I think I can do this. And yes, Becky, we ate out all the time because it's so easy and convenient. But now, you know, me and my husband get in the kitchen like on a Sunday night or a Monday night. Well, not Monday, but Monday afternoon. And because he's off on Mondays. So we'll cook like 2 different meals, depending on how many servings is in each. And then that's enough for we eat for the whole week. So it helps you with that planning part too. You just have to eat, you know, you're eating healthy. Basically, that one meal is a lean meat and 3 greens. So anyway, okay. So now I've got my little pumpkin all done. Here's this pumpkin. So there it is. So see y'all, see how long it took me, which this was the small one. The big one took a little longer to do. And I'm just going to put all this right here on the top of my trash can because I may get some of it out to use. I don't go to coffee shops either. I'm not a Starbucks person. I will drink it if, you know, if somebody's like, hey, let's go to Starbucks, I'll get something. I don't even know what to get half the time. But, anyway. But, you know, just stop in by McDonald's and let's get a meal. You know, you can't go to McDonald's nowadays and get a meal for under $10 pretty much. It's expensive. But, so if you think about all that you spend, I don't spend that anymore. So, it's, you know, but it's helping me because I can just go inside, grab my little thing that I got to eat, cook it in the microwave, whatever it is, and eat it, and it's already decided for me. I don't have to stand in the kitchen and go, gosh, I don't have anything to eat, you know? Yeah, there's Alicia, so you can message her, and I'm not any way of affiliate or anything for them. I just like it because this is my second month. I've been on it 5 weeks, and I've lost 15 pounds. And I don't have zero willpower, none. I like sweets and breads and all the things. Teresa, it is some kind of little Tahoe. I don't know, T-I-H-O. It probably needs cleaning out. So anyway, off Amazon. Kathy, we're making book pumpkins, and I'm doing this stack and this. I'm gonna do like a whole pumpkin stack with them. Okay, so here's my little one. I've already done this one. I rubbed the paint on the edges, and my edges are rough now. Y'all don't think it's all smooth and pretty, and it looks like I chewed it with my teeth. So don't think when you see yours that, oh my gosh, mine looks terrible, because mine has all these little fuzzies, and the pages aren't all even, and so yeah. So don't think that, oh, it's gotta be smooth and perfect, because mine's not, okay? But once you spread it all out, you're gonna be okay. I chewed it with my teeth, y'all. See, look, this one looks like I chewed it with my teeth. Look. It's a book taco. I'm kidding. Oh, Deb, you just got your vacuum. I know. I don't know how I ever crafted without it. And if you get one, I have to show everybody this. Your cord is in the top because it charges with a USB right here. There's no batteries, nothing. So if you don't know where the cord is, everybody gets in and goes, I don't know where the cord is. These are paperback books, Susan. They're just paperback pocket books. And I got it at the thrift store. So I know everybody's like, oh gosh, she's cutting up books. But you know, it was bought. Somebody bought it. The author got their money. It's okay. Hey, Holly. So this was the first one. And these were all the same size books. I just drew on my page, you know, how I wanted each one to be. Okay. So like I said, be sure to do this little dip. I did a dip in the middle right here, like a heart almost. So you want that little divot where the stem's going to be. Okay. So I'm going to paint the edges of this one. It does look like a taco. I would love to have a taco right now though, but I will say I wouldn't turn down tacos, but yeah, but I do eat, I can take lean ground beef and cook it and put taco seasoning in it, low sodium taco seasoning, and put that on a good romaine lettuce salad, a big salad, and put me some salsa on top. You know, you have to look at the labels and find your low sugar, lowest carb, whatever. And my low-fat cheese and tomatoes, whatever you want to put on there, low-fat sour cream. And I can have a taco salad with no chips, of course, but it's still good. Okay, so this is my car wash sponge from the Dollar Tree. Anyway, so I'm going to just cut me off a piece. And if you get one of these just to paint stuff like this with, and like my wood pieces, you could use this too. It's $1.25. You can get that. You'll cut on that forever. Holly, this one was $3.80, and they say around $400. That's what Labrisca and Hildy were saying last night about 400. So these were like 380, and I was like, okay, I'm good with that. Yes, Carlene, libraries will put books for sale, especially damaged books. So you're not really tearing up anything because they're damaged too anyway. It does. It looks like an apple. It could be an apple. That would be really cool. Okay. So I'm just going to take it, fold it up, and I'm going to show you some tricks I learned about this too. And I'm going to take, this is celery, that sagey kind of green color by Waverly. And I'm just going to get some on my sponge, and then I'm just going to kind of brush the edges with it. I'm not going to get it super, super wet because, you know, your pages are going to stick together. Yeah, I got to find the Quest chips. And yes, I ate Big Mac in a bowl. But it's just about making better choices. You know, like we have to look for the salad dressing, but there are Facebook groups, and your coach can point you to those, or Alicia can point you to those, of all these recipes and all these people that's already done recipes. Pinterest is full of the recipes too for this Optavia. It's called 5-in-1, or 3 greens and a lean. And it's super healthy, but you're just making better choices when you go to the grocery store to look at salad dressing. And, you know, you can have a salad, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy if you got dressing on there that's got 25 grams of fat and 1 tablespoon, which is crazy. Okay. So there's my green. Here's my yellow. So see, I kind of wanted those colors to go together. And it's going to tone down because all the pages are going to be spread out like this, and you're not going to see that vibrant color all together. So I'm going to dry it a little bit. Hey, Myra from Maryland. Myra from Maryland. Yeah, Pam, it does. It really does help because he's doing it with me. So we get in the kitchen, we cook our, couple of meals, and we go shop, we go get our stuff, cook our couple of meals, and that's, if it's enough servings, depending on how many servings each one is, to where we'll have that many days worth of food. So it's awesome. This one came from Amazon. I just bought me a backup one though, because on Prime days, because this one was kind of making a noise when I did like this. And so I was like, ooh, I better get a backup. But it's been a good one for like $11. I've been using it for a long time. Lyra, I do some, yes. They make their own stuff too. Deborah, it's called Optavia, O-P-T-A-V-I-A. Hey, Laurie from Canada. Yeah, Weight Watchers is similar. But this is like their food. Like they send it to you. So like I have one of those shoe organizers on my pantry door on the inside. And I have all of my food in all those little pockets. So I just walk in there and go, well, I think I'll eat pancakes. Well, there's a little packet, it's pancake mix. And it tells you how much water to put in there. And I put it in my little Dash waffle maker. And I use sugar-free syrup. And I have my little pancakes. Okay, so here's the key to this. Now, when you paint this, they're all going to kind of stick together. But you're going to need to kind of flip it, like, kind of get those pages broken up a little bit. And you don't have to paint them. I just did it because I wanted that little extra something, something. Kind of like the tree, we did the red. But I thought, well, I'll just do it beforehand and see. Now, this one, I painted the orange after I had already glued it together. I kind of thought about it after the fact. So then I thought, well, I'm just going to paint these ahead of time. So I did this one, and I just kept thumbing through the pages to kind of loosen them all up where they don't stick together. I got stuff everywhere. Panera poppy seed is good. Robin. Hey, Robin. Norma, that's a long story. Facebook took them from me. I don't have them anymore. I haven't had them in over a year. Okay, so then what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to, you got your spine. So I'm going to try to curl my spine back a little bit, like this. So I want it to come back on itself. It looks like a heart. Yeah, it's just a long story about that. They took it from me, and they won't. Yeah, it's a whole deal. But anyway, it's all good. Thank you, though. Yes, Tammy. I mean, you can see it in my face, but I gained a good bit when I was on all that medication for my back, because it makes you gain weight. So yeah, my face was all puffy and all that at the beginning of the year. Okay, so see how the spine is? Well, I'm going to do it like this, and then I'm going to glue it to itself. I don't think there's any fancy way to put that. Like, I'm just going to turn it around and glue it to itself. And I'm going to sit here and hold it a second. Yeah, these were acrylic paint. This one was acrylic, and then the yellow was acrylic. This was King's Gold. It's one of my favorite fall colors. And then this one was this peach. It's called Summer Peach, because I didn't want it just in your face orange, which you could do. I just kind of wanted these tones, but this one is real bright, but it's after I spread them all out, they're not going to be that bright. Yeah, you can spray paint these, but for me on the live, it just wasn't practical. But yes, I wanted to, you can take it outside and just kind of give it some dusting of some spray paint. Oh, good. Dana took care of it. Okay. All right. So now we have this, okay? And yes, right now, it just doesn't look like a whole lot of much. So, and I'm going to take, somebody told me this on the Christmas tree ones. I'm going to use paper clips, and I'm going to pull this a few pages from the front and the back of the book. And I'm going to try to paper clip them together. So I'm trying to get these pages to act right. On the bottom. I'm doing it on the bottom. I'm going to show you. Okay. Now, so see, I put a paper clip. Y'all see it? Right there. Nobody's going to see it. It's going to be on the bottom. All right. So then all I'm going to do is start trying to pull the pages out some. Just trying to stretch that book a little bit. It looks like a butterfly. So I cut them with my little X-Acto tool. I laid the book down, I drew my pumpkin out, and then I just started cutting with my little knife there. 52 pounds in 4 months. That's awesome. So see, by Christmas, I want to be about like that. Yeah, you can always go back and watch the replay when I get done. So I'm just going to kind of sit here, and this is the part that's not fun, to get it to look like this, because this one looks just like this when I first had done it. I didn't have major spine surgery. I had like a micro discectomy. The disc had ruptured and was pushing on my spinal cord, so they went in there and cleaned that part out. And I'm good now, but I don't have to take any of that medicine anymore. But it does make you gain weight, because I was on steroids, and then they put me on gabapentin. Hey, Lisa, thank you. Okay, so you have to, like I said, you have to play with it. And another thing, you'll see how it's kind of doing this on the table. Make sure when you do your pattern that you kind of come around and cut it flat. Now, mine's not going to matter so much because it's going to go like this. Mine's going to go on top of each other, I hope. Okay, so like I said, you're just going to have to sit here and bend these back and get the pages to kind of do their separate. That's the not so fun part, but especially if the book's not been used a lot. kind of fluff it, fluff it, fluff it. And I'll have to cut some of this there. All right. Where's my paper clip? So my paper clip's going to go in the back because this one is doing the same thing. It's got a big gap in the back. Hey, Vicky. You ordered your first shirts? Yay, Deb. Yeah, they gave me a new code. It's TTV15. So they changed my code. All right. So I'm separating some of these pages because they are stuck. Okay, so it's starting to look a little better. And then we're going to work on the baby one. So you kind of, sometimes it's the paint that's making them stick. But there's really not a good way to paint them, I'll be honest. Yes, the Octavia Fueling, that's what we do. So like I get up and I drink my coffee and I put one of the shakes in my coffee and it's good. I like it. And then usually I'll do pancakes. I'll have a brownie. I'll have all different stuff, penny pasta, all kinds of stuff. So see look how cool this is looking. So this one's gonna go on top of my other one like this. Don't you go nowhere. He's wanting to do the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay, so now I got my little one. See how he's gonna do. See this one, I think this was the one that I stretched the spine really good on. So, dab of hot glue at the top of the pages. I tried that. I tried the hot glue on this one and my pages just stuck together. So then I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so now I'm going to take the spine. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to take my spine and wrap it back around. And you can't really get it in a circle just because it's going to lay flat back on itself. Is that the bottom? Yeah, that's the bottom. All right, so I'm going to hot glue that. Okay. And this is just a inexpensive way to make a cool... Oop, I forgot. Hold up. I almost made a boo-boo. That hot glue is just going to have to set up. The top one's got to have a stem, okay? Because it's going to... The other two aren't going to have a stem because the top, the other pumpkins are sitting on top. So I just took a stick from my yard. I literally went outside and got a stick from my yard. Hold on. I knew I should have broke it before I came live because I'm probably not going to be able to break it that small. We'll get out my handy dandy little cutters and try to, these are my snips or whatever they are, and I'm just going to kind of make me a little groove around there and see if I can't pop. So there's my stem. I'm not going to stick it all the way down. Okay, now that hot glue is dried or whatever, set up, so I got to put some more on. All right, and I'm going to try to close my book as best that I can around it, and I hope this is not going to mess it up. Breakfast have to do with pumpkins. Oh, Peggy, I was just talking about the diet plan that I'm on. That's all. Vicky, I think he goes back tomorrow. I gave him a couple days off, so I think he goes back tomorrow. Well, he may, I don't know. I think he goes back tomorrow. Hey, Melanie. Okay. So I'm going to see how this is going to work because, like I said, I don't really know how this is going to work with the stem, but we are going to see. So I'm going to try, because I got this big gap, so that may not have been the best thing to do. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to take the stem off because I don't think that's going to work. Okay. So let me put some more hot glue on here. And now I'm just going to do like I did the other two and do this. I'm just going to have to do the, put the stem on the top, I think, because I don't think that's going to work and the pumpkin won't look right. Yes, Beatrice, I will restock them. I've shipped stuff all day today, and I've got to cut some more and paint them and do all the things to them. But yes. Okay. All right, so now we're just going to fluff, fluff, fluff and pull all the pages apart. This one's going to be a little easier just because it's smaller, but it's like you get one part done and then you mess with this part, and this part over here does weird stuff. But you just sit here and kind of pull it. Yeah, plan B, Carol said. Oh, Connie, it's okay. We're just making book page pumpkins, and I'm going to make this stack. Okay, so see, this one's doing really good. But see, then you get this, you have a gap over here. Yeah, the trees, yes, I did the trees. Ooh, that's a good idea. A small piece of cardboard. Now my mind's going cardboard. Thank you, Brenda. It's like, well, I wanted to make the pumpkins, and then it was like, oh, I'm just going to take it one step further, and let's make a tall little topiary. Make the tops flat. Yeah, somebody wanted, they were talking about stacking the Christmas trees and how cool that would be to make like a one big tree by cutting off the top and doing it. That would be really cool. There's just so much you can do if you just get your mind going and wrap your mind around it. So let me get a paper clip and see. A snowman with like this would be really super cool. We might have to try a snowman. Yep, you could use a cinnamon stick. I have some of those little trunk pieces or wood pieces from Dollar Tree. Heating the spine of the book helps shaping. That might help because it does have glue in it. I just kind of work the pages, but you're still going to have some that aren't going to want to do right. And you can just sit here and play with it until it does its thing. But see, like that side's got this gap. But you can see, you can't even hardly see the green, but it is green. So let's see, I knew these were right here close by in case I needed them. But I found these at Dollar Tree recently. They're like this. They're like a little bag, but I mean, I can get those in my yard, but then I have to cut them all. But I'm probably going to use something like this. You know, these wood stems is what they're called. And if you ever see them, get them because I don't see them that often. So, like, see, I could do like this. I'm just trying to find the perfect one that I like. I'm just hoping it's going to be... See, look at that one. That one's kind of good. The big fat one is too short, but see, look at that. It's just a stem. It looks like a stem. So I'm going to go with this one and see if I can get it to stay. Hold it here. Flowers. They probably are sold out. The sunflowers, they're sold out, I believe. I gotta cut some more. Oh goodness, you went in there and didn't get any curtain rings in the store. The trees, yes, they were in July, so it's been, you know, probably the beginning of July that I did the trees. Yeah, I'm gonna cut more, so y'all don't fret, because y'all know I will. I'll cut. See if I can get this gap to close over here. It's worrying me. So, that worked a little bit. I just have to hold your mouth right and get it to act right. Okay, so there's my stem. They've never had the wooden stems. I don't even know. how long ago it's been since I found them. Okay, so now, this is going to be the fun part, is getting these things to stay on top of each other. Because, like I said, you've got to make sure you have a flat bottom. But somebody said put them on the cardboard. Hold on. I'm going to jump up and I'm going to get a piece of cardboard. Whoops. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hang tight. I know exactly what cardboard to get. I had to replace the toner in my printer a minute ago, and I think I'm gonna use this because that's probably the best idea to get them to stay together. Yes, Debbie, I'm gonna cut the turkey again because everybody has asked me for the turkey. So yes, I'm gonna be cutting that turkey again, the one that fits together, because he is a favorite. I love that turkey too. I don't even have one close by or I would show it to you. Looking. Okay, so I'm just cutting a circle out. This is we're totally on experimental time right here because I have no idea. I may have to cut it a little bit smaller. Just gonna keep going round and round till I get it where I want it. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Nobody's gonna see it. Because whoever said this is genius, because what's going to happen is the pages are going to fall down on top of each other. Does that make sense? So it might not support it because it is kind of heavy. I know you didn't think it is, but if you're setting it on top of something that's, you know, the pages are going to go down inside each other. All right. So, come on. You gotta stay. So this may be total epic fail. It needs a little weight. Yes, believe me, it has a little weight because it's kind of heavy. Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna just put a ton of glue. And y'all know I'm going to have to sit here and babysit this book on this glue. And this might help your pages too, because the pages are going to get glue on them. So I'm just going to sit here and kind of hold it level. If that makes any sense. Picture and turkeys. Oh, of the turkeys? Yeah, there's one floating around here somewhere. Because I just saw him. I moved him the other day. He's around here. Okay. So I'm just going to sit here and hold this until it gets set up. Piece of heavy wire through the centers, holding them together. That probably would be a good idea too. But with all the hot glue that I put down in the spine, I don't think that would be great because I can't get the wire through there. I have found them in Georgia. With the sticks, okay, it's starting to set up. So I'm trying to move these pages because there is a little hot glue on them, and that's probably going to help a little bit, them to kind of stay apart. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. Yeah, I've done the turkey like the last 2 years, I think, maybe. Oh, you're okay, Judy. We're doing book pumpkins, but I'm doing like a topiary stack of pumpkins. Okay, all right. So are y'all gonna try this? I hope so. I want to see y'all do it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let that kind of sit a second. Maybe. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut out another circle. Yes, I cut out a circle of cardboard just so it would have a little bit of flat surface. I don't know who even suggested that, but it was genius because your pages are going to want to slide in between each other. So that was a good suggestion. So see, it's not perfect. And I'm going to go a little smaller. I just got this off a box of toner that I had to use today. And I just grabbed the flap and tore it off. So it's going to be like this. So I'm putting all of my gap sides where the front and the back of the book are. I'm going to put all them in the back, kind of like the Christmas tree. You're just going to kind of put it to the wall. Okay. So again, I'm just going to put a good bit of glue to hold it. Okay. See, this one's a little more flat. So be sure when you cut your pumpkin, the book, just be sure you know your pumpkin has a flat. So when you bring the circle around, just kind of go flat. So it doesn't have a point that it's trying to sit on. If that makes any sense. Okay, yeah, these are paperback books. I just got them at the thrift store for like 25 cents or something. Okay, so that's doing. All right, let's see if this one is set up. So see, there's my cardboard. Look how stinking cute it's gonna be. Dun, dun, dun. And this one, I'm debating on whether I should put cardboard on this one because it kind of wants he kind of wants to sit to the side too. But I'm just kind of thinking maybe he needs one too, just so he'll be right. I don't want to do it and it not it'll be leaning. So he might need a little bigger a bigger circle. He's a little hefty. But these are just regular size paperback books. They were all the same size. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put, he's gonna have a little stand too. I'm gonna just put some glue. Okay, kind of use that to my advantage to help hold the pages. Hey Donna. Yes, Julie said, you need one for stability at the bottom. Yes, I think so too. Because once you get all this stacked on top of each other, it is going to be a good bit of weight for paper. For something that's paper to hold up. Oh, you're working on the middle part of the sunflower? Yeah, that's take a little time to, yeah, that one, the little things. Hey, Erica. Okay, so yeah, I cut it out with one of these out of a book. All right, so there that is. So here we go. This is what that's going to look like. This is what this is going to look like. And it's still kind of wanting to kind of lean. But like I said, this is heavy considering that it's paper, you know. And yes, the top one could be a little bit smaller. So y'all learn from my mistakes or whatever. Just be conscious of it. Look how stinking cute it is. And you can't see the green very much, but up close you can. I can see the green. You probably can't. So now the question is, do I just stack them or do I glue them? That's the next thing. Because I'm thinking about when I store this away after fall is over, do I just want to stack them or do I want to glue them? Thank you, Liz. Y'all are so cute. Y'all are sweet. Thank you, Linda. So, but I'm going to dress this up for right now because I think y'all are probably going to agree with me and say don't glue them together because they are going to storing it's going to be another issue. So I have wrangled me up some of this today. I split some of it and I tried to get it tamed a little bit. Because what I'm probably going to do, let's put some moss on it first. I'm going to put some moss up in between too. So maybe I should glue them. I don't know. Sue, I just took the book. I drew out a half a pumpkin, and then I did it with one of these. But you can go back and watch the beginning. Yeah, for ease of storage, I'm thinking so too. I'm thinking that would be, it would have to have its own box for, y'all know the moss, I put it in a bag and then I just pull out what I need because this stuff is going to be everywhere. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to glue it together. I don't. I'm just going to put a little bit around the top of this one and kind of put my moss around there. I want to put moss in between, but I don't know how I would get it to stay in there without gluing it. Okay, so there's my moss. And it's got a little of this green in here because this green's in here too, and I'm pulling it out at the same time. So it has some of that green moss mixed in with it. I would just stack it if all possible. Yes, because storing this is going to be crazy. So I'm probably not going to glue, but I wanted to put moss in between is what I wanted to do, but I don't think I'm going to get to do that. But see, look how cute this is. So let me get my wrangled up Hot Mess Express stuff. And I think I'm going to tie it around. Let me do this. Tie it first, then I'll slip it over it. Donna, my books were like $380, something like that. About $400. That's what they were saying last night. Labriska and Hildy were saying. So about $400, and that's what I read too. Okay, so I'm just tying it in a little knot, and then I'm just going to slip it on my, I'm going to try. May not work. How this stuff gives me the, it's just so chaotic and crazy. It just gives me the, hold on. This is not as easy at all. Here we go. Let's do this. Where's my stick? Got to have something to tie a bow with. Oh, I could glue the moss to the bottom of each pumpkin. That would be kind of cool. Then I would have that look. Because that's what I wanted to do, was put them in between. Boy, that's a hot mess. See, that's what gives me the... It's just a mess. Hat boxes. Oh, hat boxes would look cool like pumpkins. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. Please fit. Please fit. Yes. Come on. You can do it. Come on. It's just a lot to slide down on top of that. Leaves in between. Oh, yeah. Fall leaves stuck in between the pages would look cool. In between the pumpkins. Hot glue the moss to the cardboard. Yes. Why did I... Oh. If I would have cut my cardboard bigger, I surely could have done that. Didn't think about it. Come on. Get down there. There. Whew. It was going to beat me, but, you know, look, all my stuffies is on one side. See, look how cute this is going to be. Da, da, da. Look at how adorable it is. But I need to do something to all of it's on one side. So it's got to have some kind of... Did y'all see that? The Leaning Tower of Pumpkins. Okay. Where's the front? Where's the back? Here we go. Oh, yes. Snowman out of dryer vents. Yes. Like the pumpkins. All right. Let's cut some of this out. This just looks like a mess. A hot mess. Y'all know raffia is not my thing. I love the way it looks, but it don't love me. Okay. Maybe don't use as much. Okay. I'm cutting some of it out because I want it to look all, whoop, don't do it. Don't do it. Come over here. Don't you do it. Now. Look how stinking cute this is. So what if I took moss? It's a bad hair day. That's right. It is a bad hair day. Try stacking just 2. Yeah, you could do 2. Or you could do these 2 and put a stem on this one. How cute. Look how stinking cute. And y'all can't see the green, but it is green. Mandy with Western Grace Home Decor, she said, I love them, friend. That's my friend, Mandy. Okay, look how cute they are, though. So if you just don't touch them, and you'll be fine. And this one could stand to be a little smaller, but yes. I tried to make them, you know, but it looks super cute. And I'm going to try to hold it up so y'all can see. Hold on. Now I'm going to do the balancing pumpkin act. Look how cute. Look how stinking cute it is. Yes, Christy, go get you some paperbacks. You can find them at Goodwill, thrift store, or any place like that, and they're usually pretty cheap. The library may have them that are like damaged books, but you can just sit here and kind of, when you get it where you want it, you kind of fiddle with it and get your pages all thing. But I don't know. I may add moss up in here, but I don't know. I don't know if I should or not, because when I take them apart, it's going to be, if I would have cut the cardboard bigger on the bottoms, definitely glue your moss to that. So y'all learn from what I did not do. But it's super cute. But yeah, if my fall stuff is still in the attic, I got to get my boys to get it down. All of my fall decor stuff. But you can put leaves up in here. Thought I had somewhere some of those burlap ones from the Dollar Tree. Oh, but you can make your tendrils. And y'all, I was going to show y'all the UPC on the back of these things from Walmart. And I've already thrown the little tag thing away. I can't find it. But this is like floral wire, and it has that paper on it. And I was just like, oh, so excited. Yes, miniature ones, Kathy. Yeah, you could cut them small. And you could do a couple in one book, probably. So cute. Yes, fall leaves. I just don't have any because all my stuff is still in the attic. And I hadn't gotten them to get down. Just paperbacks all the same size. Yeah, and you cut your pumpkins how you want them. So you could cut them small. So I need to put me some tendrils up here. I'm just going to stick it down in that, so see, there's my tendril. And you don't have to stack yours. You could totally just do several of them and just kind of set them all around. Like this. Like have a little one and have a medium one. And then of course you would put stems. But you would have like a little trio going on. Or you could stack them. Yeah, Patricia, it is heavy considering that this is paper. It's holding up paper. Paper holding up paper. But if you just don't touch it, don't mess with it, it's totally fine. Get my stem, my little tendril. There. Back in there. But yeah, I mean, it's super cute, y'all. Cover it with moss. Judy, no. Each one of them is a book. Because this one had $3.80 and these were about the same. Just paperback books. So, you know, they weren't from the same book. Because the books were, I don't even have one. Oh, yes, I do. The books were, you know, roughly that size. So, you got to figure, you know, I went about 1 inch down from the top. And then I just drew my pumpkin. And that was the big one. And then this one was about this much smaller. And then this one was about that much smaller. Yes, 3 different books. Hey, Cindy with Art Shatter. What's up, girl? Thank y'all very much. Judy, you're proud of me with working with the raffia? Because y'all, that stuff gives me the chaoticness of it all. Come on. Just kind of gives me I just can't handle all yeah. I love the way it looks. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank y'all very much. Oh, Laura, you signed up with Alicia for Optavia? You have to let me know if you like it, because I like it. Oh, yeah, add some more cardboard to the bottom. I could, and make a bigger piece and add moss to it. And then I could just sandwich that in between there and not even glue it and put moss on it. I might have to do that. Kathy, it doesn't have to be paperback. Hildy, last night on Crafting at Hildy's Farmhouse, she used a hardback book, but she takes the cover off. And then Labriska used Reader's Digest magazines, and they just made one pumpkin. Shim sticks glued to the back. I know, I love how the stack turned out too. Thank y'all for the hearts. Wire cutters. These things, I think they're called snips. I can't ever find them on Amazon again. My husband got them on Amazon for me for Christmas, but they're Fisker's brand, but I think they're called like snips. I don't think they're called scissors. Chopstick. Well, Becky, I can't put something in the middle because all that hot glue, when I glued the spines together, it's not like it's hollow. Thank you, Judy. Because you can't poke something through the center because it's filled with hot glue. Thank you, Meriden. Night, Wanda. Thank you, Linda and Tammy. But I think it's super cute. But I might do that. I might add, I don't know. I'll think about it, how I'm going to do this. Oh, thank you, Aretta and Judy. All right, guys. Well, I am going to hop off. I will see you Monday night again. If you're in the Dotton class, Saturday night at 6 o'clock is the next class. So, thank you, Holly. So, if not, I will see you Monday. Y'all have a safe weekend. I hope you give this a try. I can't wait to see all the ones y'all put in the group. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Susie. And I will see y'all Monday. Thank y'all for being here. I love y'all. Thank you for making my page what it is. And y'all all have a safe, blessed weekend. Bye, guys. See you later.